G'day, my name is Felix. Welcome to my little corner of the backrooms. Today we're checking out You Make This House a Home. It is another visual novel that I found on Itch.io. So, let's check it out. This game contains heavy gore. Please decide the level of intensity you want your gore. Oh! Let's go for it. You will see everything in all its bloody glory. Okay. If I need to, I can censor it. This game also contains jump scares and a chase scene. Does that stress you out? I'm alright with them. Weirdo. Thank you. But cool. Have fun. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh, also, when I loaded up the game, it said that there might be flashing lights. So if that is an issue for you, please do not put yourself at risk of harm. Enjoy the demo. Monday, 9:38 a.m. Wakey, wakey. It's time for you to start your day. Felix, not Feliox. You slowly come to your senses. There seems to be a fuzz hindering your memory, like a cloud around your thoughts. Come on, Felix. I've let you sleep in enough. Why is my name not capitalized? That's very rude. Oh, hello. You slowly open your eyes and suppress a noise of alarm as you're met with a tall, pale figure with dark clothes and jet black hair gazing down at you. There you are, honey. We're already running a little behind. You are extremely confused, anxiously scanning the strange yet oddly familiar room. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I can answer all of them. I can answer them all at breakfast, okay? Forced to listen to this man, you hesitantly nod, earning a toothy grin from him before he slips out of the room. Okay, we'll stay as calm as we can. You close your eyes and take some deep breaths, opening them again when you feel ready enough to face whatever was downstairs. You get out of bed, your feet leading you towards the bathroom in your room. You had no idea that was there, yet it was like muscle memory. Looking in the mirror, you feel a bit more at ease. You look at yourself deeply in the mirror. You know it's your face, but it feels wrong somehow. You are masculine presenting. You will be referred to with he, him. Okay, thank you. After freshening up a bit and feeling much steadier, you head downstairs. As you advance downstairs, you're met with the pleasant smell of meat as well as the soft sizzle of oil on a pan. You take a seat at the table, not knowing what else to do. You see the back of the stranger, now wearing a baby pink apron that seemed a touch out of place with his entire aesthetic. You also couldn't help but notice the odd way stray locks of hair were floating over his head as if stuck to the ceiling by the tips. You could hear him humming softly as he killed the heat of the stove and began plating the food. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's humming! I'm so stupid! mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, his hair is kind of sticking to the ceiling, yeah. Good morning, Felix. You're presented with a surprisingly adorable breakfast. That's adorable? It just looks like normal breakfast. Sorry. From what you could see, a golden brown toast, bacon, and a sunny side up egg with odd specks and powders on the surface you could only assume to be various seasonings. I do prefer my eggs sunny side up. I like when the yolk is a little bit runny. You can't remember if you ate meat or not. Would it even matter? You should eat. I think you'll enjoy it. Time for breakfast. Oh! Oh, I don't like that. How do I eat? How eat? How eat? Oh. Nom nom. Uh, mm, yay. Thank you for breakfast. It's my pleasure, honey. Honey, you're looking at me funny, so I'm sure you have some questions. First things first, my name is... You can call me Cole. Cole, okay? I don't know why I was thinking of Jeff the Killer. Now that introduction's out of the way, what would you like to know, my dear? Um, who am I? Well, you are Felix. Well, I know that much. You're my lover. And you love cats. Well, I do love cats. I'm not so sure about being your lover, though, bro. Do I? I don't know. Do you? Bro. He giggled. At least he has a sense of humor. What about my friends? My family? What about them? Do I have a family? Did I have friends? Can you remember them? No. Then they probably weren't important. Okay, well. He giggled again, a bit louder this time. I thought of that one last night. Pretty good, right? We have a comedian on our hands. You are not so amused. He glances at your empty plate, as if double-checking that you ate it all. What did you put in it, dude? Would you look at that? You're all done with breakfast. Yes? He took the plate from in front of you, placing it in the sink and running the water. You're free to roam around the house and explore if you want. You stand from the table, feeling a little less uneasy now that you have food in your system, and your most pressing question somewhat answered. Okay, I'll explore the house. You decide to explore. We'll start with downstairs. You look around, seeing a modest living room right beside the kitchen. The severe lack of walls was kind of unsettling. What do you mean, lack of walls? If you look around at any point of the house, you can see everything with little to no obstruction. Oh, that's like open plan? You spot a hallway beside the staircase that leads upstairs. You peek around that corner to see a door. The front door. You glance over at Cole, who was still preoccupied in the kitchen, and tiptoe into the narrow hall. It's a gloomy scene, ominous even. Where the door window should be was two wooden planks neatly nailed into the surface, as well as duct tape along the glass beside the doorway. Oh. You see a small table with a drawer and a plant on top. Inside the drawer was a house key, random receipts varying from last year to the year before, and a Polaroid. Is that Cole? His hair's not touching the ceiling. A slightly crumpled Polaroid. It showed three people. On the left, a man with long blonde wigs. On the right, a woman with sparkling ginger hair. And in the middle, a man with silky black hair, with a familiar, shit-eating grin. Cole? No way this is the same guy as the one in the kitchen right now. This guy actually looked good. Mean? Normal. Human. What happened? I've got indigestion. Heartburn. Oh, why does it hurt so bad? Why does this drink water, dude? Ow. I need to get some antacids. Did I not take my meds today? No, I definitely did. Okay, sorry. Let me look in. I'm very distracted today. You put the photo and the other various items back into the drawer before creeping closer to the front door. You stare at it blankly for a moment. You could leave. Would it even be worth it? You don't know anything about the world anymore. No family, no friends. Might as well stay, to be honest. You sigh, shaking your head. It's not worth the risk. You were perfectly safe where you were. As far as we know, yeah, for the most part. You turn around, jolting at the sight of Cole peeking from behind a corner, as if watching to see what you'd do. You flashed a grateful smile before returning to the kitchen, clearly pleased with your choice. Creep. Oh, I didn't know I was looking. Oh my god, dude. I was looking here for some reason. I did not even look at. I think because I was like, I don't know. Because I was looking at the words, when I looked up, I looked here, and my peripheral vision did not load him in there for some reason. I'm really stupid. Sorry. Maybe it was best to keep an eye on Cole. After all, you weren't completely comfortable around him. You walked towards a couch in the living room, taking a seat and waiting. So I can't also look upstairs? That is a huge stack of Polaroids. After a few moments, Cole finally emerges from the kitchen. He smiles, pleasantly surprised that you stayed close by. Hi. Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna try to leave. Hee hee. Apron is so cutesy. Any reason you decided not to? Why did why? Did you want me to leave? He averted his gaze. No, never that. It's just on rare days you don't immediately go to the door. Rare? You know, when you wake up every day, it's like a different version of your personality. Most of the time you're super scared and hate me. Sometimes you're super kind and understanding. 8 times out of 10, you end up wanting to leave me, you know? I guess. I just wanted to chat a little more, if that's alright. Cole visibly lit up. Of course. Anything you want. Cole walks back into the kitchen, then returns with the pink apron folded neatly in his arms. He sets he sets it down on the bare coffee table, giving you his undivided attention. What are you curious about, my dear? I'm not that curious. Why would I ask about his apron? If he wants a cute, frilly apron, that's his business. What is my so, how did we meet? Hmm. He hummed thoughtfully for a moment. It was at a bar, somewhere downtown. I went with my friends that day, but when I saw you, you were scared. I was scared? There was a person following you all night, so you came to me and asked if I could pretend to be someone you knew. That's it? It's a strangely normal way to meet someone, given the circumstances. Well, I saw you around a few more times after that. Grocery store, cafe, antique shop. Antique shop? That's a little unconventional. Yeah, well, it was there I finally got your number and we started talking. He gazed at you with the sadness and longing of someone reminiscing fond memories. Did did you go out into public looking like that? Well, that's rude. He gestured vaguely to his appearance, heavy on the odd behavior of his hair. Oh goodness, no, no, no. Have a little more faith in me, honey. Gosh. No, this look, shall I say, isn't really what I look like. Why do you look like that now? You look at him weird. What does that even mean? I don't know how to explain this. There are, instances where I look more normal, and you don't in your own home? No. What an awkward mess, but strangely endearing. There are photos around the house of what I typically look like when I went out. I don't try so hard with my appearance anymore, now that I don't go outside. Why not? Well, I need to take care of you. Can't exactly leave you alone now, can I? He has surprisingly thick thighs, you know, like for his build. I don't know. I just noticed that while I was. Yeah, anyway. I guess not. At those words, something buried under the fog in your brain flickered, like a piece of the past was trying to make itself known again. Can I ask something else? Hmm. You pause, almost unsure if you should say it. Did you do anything specific to maintain your outside appearance? Cole's expression dropped immediately, his eyes widening as his pupils shrank, and the little color he had in his face strained. Oh, would you look at the time? We should have lunch. We just had breakfast, dude. You open your mouth to say something, but you're sat in the chair once more. Huh? Oh, alright. We just ate. 1:30 p.m. Huh? You are just so cute. You're presented with a normal-looking sandwich. From what you could see, 2 slices of bread, lettuce, tomatoes. Oh, I don't like the tomatoes. I don't like the texture of the, like, How do I describe it? The slimy bit inside that like contains the seeds, I don't like that texture, especially on sandwiches. Makes the bread soggy. Lunch meat and cheese. Nothing seemed too out of the ordinary. Thank you. You should eat. Time for lunch. Oh, I've got to do this again, sorry. Om nom nom. Good. Om nom nom. Good. Om nom nom. Good. Om nom nom. Good. Lunch finished. There was an odd aftertaste in your mouth, a little bitter. What did you put in the sandwich, dude? What was it? What's on your mind, honey? What you put in my sandwich? What was I like before? I don't really know anything about myself. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts about me and who I used to be. What you are like? Well, to me, you're still exactly the same. Beneath the confusion, you're still my darling Felix. Okay? He subconsciously made a face of confusion. He noticed and looked away, embarrassed. I always had a hard time putting my thoughts into words. The things I feel about you, think about you. It's hard to explain in a way you'd understand. You haven't changed that much, at least not to me. You're still so perfect. Every day when you wake up new again, it's like getting to know you over and over and over for the first time. Without even realizing it, you're beginning to lean away from him in your seat. The passionate declaration wasn't quite what you were expecting, but you weren't surprised. However unsettling it was. Cole seemed to have caught Cole seemed to have caught what he had said as well, an embarrassed look on his face as he hastily apologized. Geez, that was pretty intense, huh? I'm sorry. I know that wasn't really an answer to your question, but it's the best I can give. At least you could trust he was being honest and genuine, even if it wasn't exactly what you wanted to hear. It gave you a better picture of what kind of man Cole was. It's fine, I guess. He lets out a soft sigh, glancing down at your empty plate as if double-checking that you ate it all. See, this is suspicious. Why do you keep making sure that I've eaten everything? Why does he do that? Why is it so important you finish all your food? What is he putting in my food? Well, looks like we're all done here. He took the plate from in front of you, placing it in the sink and running the water just as he had before. Safe to assume you are free to do what you wanted again. You stand there for a moment, unsure of what to do next. Guess we'll look around upstairs. Decide to take a look upstairs. Once you reach the top of the staircase, you scan the upstairs. There was a chandelier above you. It stands out quite a bit against the bland colors of the home. It looks antique. The second floor itself is modest and very simple, with only 3 doors that you can see. One with a sign that had your name, one with wooden boards over it, and another tucked away and locked tightly. You could only assume this was Cole's room. My room, I suppose? As you enter the room, you stand in the doorway and see your bed. A closet with 5 of the same sweaters hung on the 5 of the same sweaters hung on the clothes hangers. The bathroom. And to your right, a short bookshelf. Oh my fucking god, dude. And to your right, a short bookshelf with multiple random books, 2 framed pictures, and a shoebox at the very bottom. You approach the bookshelf, shutting your bedroom door behind you. What are you most curious about? The photos? Oh, you take a closer look at the picture. For some odd reason you can't make out what's in the image. Get demo cupped, lol, sorry. What about this one? Same. Thank you so much. Love that. Thank you. I guess this box. You sit in front of the shelf, pulling out the shoebox. You open the box to see various memorabilia. It was clear at first glance these were gifts from Cole to you. Okay, what we got in here? Dried flowers. The Nook Cafe. Black coffee. Something X out. Okay, and this? Grandma's Antiques. It's got a number on it. Righty. From Cole to you. Or made me a CD? Lords of Acid. And to you. Okay. Teddy bear's cute. I wonder what that's from. Okay, continue. Suddenly you hear Cole's voice call to you from downstairs. Felix, honey, it's time for dinner. What the hell? Didn't we just have lunch? You step out of your room, closing the door shut behind you. As you descend the stairs, you see Cole waiting at the bottom expectantly. He smiled widely as he gently grasped your shoulder. There you are. Monday, 7:02 p.m. Why does the time pass so fast? I hope you had a fun day. I feel like all I did was eat. You're presented with spaghetti with, what is that mixed in with the noodles? You should eat. I don't think I want to eat this. This time it feels different. It's important. Why is it? It's not like you eat spaghetti. Okay. Nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Dinner finished. There were conflicting textures, like you were eating something still like you, or made you feel sick to your stomach. Anything new, honey? Well, what's all the stuff in the shoebox? You mean the shoebox at the bottom, on the bottom shelf in your room? You nodded. Ah, those are little gifts and things I gave you when we were just getting together. And when you moved in, naturally all the gifts came right back. But what's mine is yours, and what's yours belongs in your room. Some of the things in there could be considered trash by now, but I can't bring myself to throw any of our precious memories away. Call me sentimental, but it's far too important. Can I ask about the items, like what they were from or when I received them? Of course, ask away, my dear. You remember the exact details of each gift in that box? I remember every detail of every gift I've ever gotten you, ever. I thought that was normal for couples to do. Weird, but also kind of sweet. The bear. April 6th, 20XX. We went to an arcade to kill time before work, and I won you that stuffed bear. He chuckles softly. I burned through so many quarters that day. He picks up the plate, disregarding the strange nature of the meal, as he stands to put it in the sink. It's getting late. You should go to bed. Okay. You wanna lay down with me? Just until I fall asleep? There was a brief pause before Cole squeaks out a strangled noise. Really? You're okay with that? You nod, giving him the green light. So cute. Little hearts in his hair. Cole hesitates for only a moment before laying on the mattress beside you. He was on the very edge of the bed, keeping a respectful distance from you, with his hands folded carefully in front of him. He looked like even breathing near you wrong could be a cardinal sin on his part. Sweet, sweet dreams, my love. His voice is soft, almost reverent. You feel his fingers brush your arm, a fleeting, gentle touch, before sleep pulls you under. April 6th, 9:16 a.m. Yahoo! A familiar voice calls out to you as you step outside the cafe you frequent. Drink in hand as a little something before clocking into work. Oh, hi, Cole. You say fondly, turning around to face the man as he grins widely. His raven hair tied up in a messy bun, his uniform as a line coat in hand. Hello, honey. You're out of work a bit earlier than usual. You smile. Leave it to Cole to remember every aspect of your schedule. And you're You glance down at your phone screen, having picked up on a bit of his as well. 17 minutes late for yours. He just shrugged, his bright smile unwavering as his doting gaze stayed fixed on you. Missed the subway. Next one isn't for another hour-ish, so I thought I'd burn some time. Lucky me to run into my lover on the way. You sigh exasperated for him since clearly he was unbothered. Your station won't be set up in time for morning service. You mumble against the lid of your drink and take a sip. Whatever, this was out of my control. He brushes it off, clearly more focused on spending time with you than going to work now that he has you. How about we do something fun instead? He wiggles his eyebrows playfully, stepping closer and holding out his arm. The unspoken offer of an impulsive adventure lingers between you two. Fun? At 9 in the morning? He gasps melodramatically. Fun can happen at any hour, thank you very much. You roll your eyes, but your smile betrays you. What did you have in mind? His grin widens, just a little too excited. Arcade? What are you, 5? You're just going to be later. I know. And you don't care? Not even a little. He loops his arm through yours before you can protest, tugging you gently down the street. Come on, honey. 1 game, 2 games, 10. Who's counting? You laugh despite yourself, letting him pull you along. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.